This is Beyond the Veil with Norman Meredith.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Veil with me, your host, Norman, and my co-host and producer, Ed Leese.
Hey.
How you doing today, Ed?
Doing all right. Making it. Things are going well. We're trying to spiff some things up and be happy and be more inviting instead of blah. Instead of Orwellian 84, we want to have something that's a little bit more, sentimental.
Ed has tweaked our studio like you would not believe. We've got banners now. We've got pictures and posters.
It looks like a freaking
toys.
Applebee's in here, man.
We've got posters. There's even a deer skull in one corner. I didn't even notice that until just now.
And I miss Radio Shack. Look at this.
That is an old toy.
Anyway, I love old stuff. But
I got an Alf sitting in the corner. Next to Alf is Mr. Chupacabra.
yeah, it says vote for Reagan on Alf. There's a little button on him. It's amazing.
Yep. You know, this place is shaping up from when I first started here with Ed. It was just a little cramped, little office, dark, kind of gloomy looking.
Crusty.
Now it's got 2 couches in here and
Knock the wall down. We're going to
Yeah.
put some ambient lighting in and make it.
got a refrigerator there, stock up on goodies if we want, or
Yeah.
for water for guests.
Always.
I mean, it's come a long way, and I'm happy to be part of this. And I got to tell you, I'm glad that I hung in this long with you so far.
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate it. You come from the small and you just try to, do what you can with everything.
Mm-hmm. I did something different today, folks. For today and next show, I got me a Chupacabra t-shirt, and I went ahead and got Ed the same thing, because you notice a lot of times he blames Chupacabra for a lot of things.
Yes.
So,
It's a mysterious catch-all.
yes, so I went ahead and got him a t-shirt too, so that way he's got something to show his faith in the show and Chupacabra.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. So listening up tonight, we're going to talk about cryptids in Maine. And Maine's got a good bit of cryptids, a little over a dozen again. And on here is showing some of the ones that are most familiar to the state of Maine. And we're going to go ahead and get started here. And let me bring up my thingy-jiggy. Hold on a minute here. Let me find it. Where is it? Oh, God.
There it is.
No, that's not it. There we go. Let's see. The first creature. Bring up the first thing I got on the list.
All right. Let's see. Go the first on the list.
Okay. This is an agropelter. It is a monkey-like creature with long arms that has been aggravating the people of Maine for a long time now. Let me see what my notes here got.
That almost looks like a Far Side comic.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Let's see. I don't have anything out particularly on it in these notes here. But I got another one too, I think, of that one. Bring it over to show the folks.
The next one?
Yeah, the next one I think is another one. Nope, I'm sorry. I thought I had 2. Okay, but going back to our creator here, this was located back in the 1800s when this was sighted. You know what I'm going to think something happened? Now, what is Maine known for besides lobster?
People with weird accents.
Oops, sorry. But it used to be a seacoast, seafaring
Sure,
state.
yeah.
People would be captains of ships, crew members. And what do sailors do when they go overseas, and what do they usually bring back?
VD.
Well, besides that,
Trinkets. They bring back
trinkets,
stuff.
wives, and
Food? I don't know.
pets.
Okay, pets, yeah.
So it's very, very possible.
They brought it over, got too much for them, they released it in the wild.
Yes, they have this cryptid could be based on somebody never seeing a chimpanzee for the first time in rural Maine, and they got loose or was let go because the owner died.
That's true.
and it's got long arms and so forth. And if it's been raised around people, it knew what to eat or what it could get. And that's how this bad boy came into legend. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think the most obvious thought on this is our Agropelter is a chimpanzee. And that's the reason, that's how this myth got started.
I buy that.
Sometimes Occam's razor.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not an orangutan when you look at it because due to the face, but definitely a chimp and definitely would take refuge in trees for sure.
All right, let's bring up our next one.
There you go.
And we all know about Bigfoot, but you know, up here they also have an albino colored Bigfoot as well. That's raises up the notoriety. What's the word I'm looking for? Notoriety.
Notoriety.
Yes, that word. That, you know, increases its increases its value here in Maine, because you know most states, you know, they're dark brown or brown, reddish brown, or stink to high heaven. So they get to claim a white looking one. And you know, it could be an adaptation for snow, because Maine gets some hellacious snow.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I got a picture or two of that, the white Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and scroll over. Now that's a Bigfoot with the Native American tribes, because
I think this is the white one that you're looking for.
this is the white one I'm looking for. And this is an example of one of the white ones. Or it could be an adaptation for snow, or, believe it or not, this could be an elder Bigfoot.
Okay. I got you. Yeah, like the gray-haired Bigfoot, the old dude.
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, this could be a very rare Bigfoot that is an elder, you know, because we have no idea what they eat, their mating habits, how long they actually live. And being white, if it's not an adaptation for snow or an albinoism, maybe it's an elder. You know what I'm saying there, Bill? I mean, Ed?
Bill, holy smokes. Yeah, I was going to mention something about maybe this is like a Yeti.
Well,
or maybe just has privilege.
Just got privilege. Yetis technically don't. Yeti is the term they use in the Himalayas by the Sherpas and all that for their Bigfoot. And there's a few differences with theirs too. The size and what it eats, who it eats, and who it sleeps with.
That's nuts.
And the condition it lives in.
Okay. You want to go back to this Native American one right here? Is there a lore about it in the Native American community that describes anything of them living side by side?
Well, it's interesting. There's a name for it. And believe it or not, Bigfoot in the name, I can't think of the name of it right at the moment, okay? They're known as Big Brother.
Okay, I got you. I've heard that before.
That, you know, which makes them maybe teachers, helpers, mentors, or even protectors.
Norman's enjoying a Twix right now.
Yes.
I think it's a Twix.
I'm sorry. I'm starting week 2 of my diet, and I only snack once in a blue moon on a piece of chocolate, and I had an urge for a Twix.
Chocolate is good. Blueberry chocolate, the cacao chocolate 90% has really high antioxidants in it, as well as the blueberries. It's really good for you, actually. And the Mayans found that out, and they would actually put peppers in their chocolate.
I can't do pepper.
And put like a cayenne pepper chopped up inside of it. The heat and the sweet.
Yeah.
And the melt and the crunch, and it's really good.
That's
for
supposed to be awesome, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
I like dark chocolate though. If you get it, that's supposed to be better for you than the plain milk. All right, let's bring up the next one up we show.
There you go.
All right, that is supposed to be, and my phone died. Hang on a second here. That is, if I'm reading this right, the Bildad.
That makes sense.
It's supposed to be like a mischievous creature that lives in the forest, located in the trees, along the rivers. And let's see what we got on that. Don't say. Hold on. Let me go back to. The Bildad. Let me read it up real quick. The Bildad is a marsupial, supposedly. And let's see, is an unassuming. Okay, it's usually found around a body of water in the northeastern corner of Maine.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost touching Quebec. Let's see. Nope. Okay, anyone who goes fishing alone, a lucky fisherman may, according to legends, hear the splashing of a rare and elusive animal whose fishing technique is unusual in its appearance. It is an animal called a bildad. Described as being large as a beaver and wields a beaver tail. It's also covered with brown fur similar to a beaver pelt. It also has hind feet, ideal for jumping like a kangaroo, but also webbed feet for swimming. They're also very short legs, tucked in like a T-Rex, and a face like a hawk. Sometimes they're even duplicated as having pointed ears. You know what it kind of make me think of?
Kind of looks like a beaver with like a toucan.
Mm-hmm. Now there's a
mouse.
bird-looking version of this creature on the next picture. When you get a second. Now this is another picture of it. It's like a bird-looking creature.
Oh, it's like a kangaroo-looking.
Yeah, but
Is that tail wrapped around, or is it flat like that?
it's flat like that.
Okay.
It's supposed to be
I didn't know if
beaver-like.
it was like wrapped around.
But the first picture make me thought of the Montauk monster,
Okay, yeah,
but without the tail.
gotcha.
But this has got a tail where the Montauk monster doesn't. You know, I wonder if it's not a species, and that tail is actually feathers. I wonder if it ain't a bird. That's just so low and populous that it's rare to see. You know, one of those exclusive, elusive birds.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, you know, you got to be in the right time and place to see this thing. Because otherwise you may not see it. I'm really wondering if this just ain't a bird. A misidentified bird, maybe.
Could be.
I mean, I'd have to look up the avian history of Maine in that area for lake birds, but I'd almost bet this could be a misidentified bird. All right, what do we got next?
All right, what we got next looks like some kind of river monster.
Yeah, Maine's got its own Cassie. You know, there's Nessie and Champ and everything else, but Nessie is one of their river monsters and or sea monster that has been sighted since the 1800s as well. It, you know, stalks, sees people, and it's been a while since it's been seen. I haven't seen any videos per se on it, but it's not saying that they're not out there. And then I think, what do we got next?
Next is similar to it as well.
Yeah, another variation of it.
And what's next after that?
Let's see, what do we got next?
There you go.
Next, that would be the Medbimf howler. Now, from what I understand, let's see here. What we got on the Medbimf howler? Wouldn't you know it? Don't have anything on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a woodland creature that haunts the woods. You know what it kind of looks like from mythology?
Yeah.
Pan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And it could be just a mythological creature. I don't know what to say on it. I mean, people maybe just getting it confused with something else. I don't know. But we do know it's there. And there haven't been any recent reports or anything like it, except a goat man type creature that's more taller, horns on its head, the face of a goat standing up, but that could be anything. Sometimes even devil worshippers dress up in like a goat, wearing robes and stuff. You know what I'm saying there, Ed? All right, let's move on to our next one. That's another example of it.
Kind of lion head, Wizard of Oz looking type thing, Now the next one you got, interesting.
Oh, this one's interesting.
They're known for moose up there.
Yes, they are. This is called the specter moose, a massive, ghostly or white moose said to haunt the northern woods. And so basically, it's a ghost. It's supposed to be a giant ghost. It basically haunts the woods.
Ghost moose?
Yeah, ghost moose.
Now I've seen albino moose before.
I've seen albino deer. There's a place in New York that's fenced off. I forget how many acres it is, but in that fenced off area, for per capita, it has more albino deer in it than anywhere else.
Yeah, it'll always do that. That'll keep that gene going through. And they're supposed to take them out because it's a deficiency genetically, but like native people think they're like,
they're mystical.
They're mostly
mythical.
They're animist, so it's a worshipable idol, and they think it's bad juju if you do that.
Yeah. Then we got a little bit here about the legend of the specter moose if you want to read up on it.
Take a screenshot, save it for later. And then what is that?
That is the Turner Beast. Also known as the Maine Mutant. A mysterious dog-like creature responsible for livestock attacks in 2006.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that somebody might call it is, what's the word of the day?
Chupacabra.
Exactly.
Chupacabra of the North.
Now, if you notice the color, it's dark, like a black or almost gray.
Mm-hmm.
The hairless hybrid that I call is also a gray, which lends credence to my theory that it's a dog variation between a wolf and a dog, or a coyote and a dog.
With those legs that are like that in the front, they just seem short. It's almost like a cat.
I know.
Almost, This is the Chupacabra de la Norte.
Yes.
Chupacabra of the North.
Chupacabra of the North.
And here is another.
That's an alleged appearance drawn by an artist. But there's an interesting thing, and it just popped in my head, if I remember correctly. There are rumors of a dog with cat-like appearance or cat with dog-like appearance also up in this area.
Yeah.
And it could be related to the Turner Beast. Interesting, huh?
Absolutely interesting.
What else? Now, that's the goat man that we were talking about earlier. I misplaced him. That's on me.
And then this one here is...
Oh, pukwudgies. These are... If you ever heard of a brownie, brownies are supposed to be small, friendly creatures that do things for you. Maybe 1 to 2 feet high. These are similar, but they're mean. They're sneaky. They do not like people. And they cause destruction and mischief.
Maybe he was eating some of those mushrooms he's got by his feet.
Yeah. Now, a while back, we had a young man on here talking about the Bigfoot tracks that they found up there in North Carolina outside of Asheville. He told me off camera that one of the Native Americans that lives out there next to the property says there are pukwudgies that live next to what they're building.
Now, to be fair, there are a lot of people in Asheville that would look like that.
Yeah.
That is a cultural phenomenon that happens in Asheville with with their hair and the way that they live, and some of them honestly live out in the woods. Like,
Meth.
well, on not even that, in all honesty, a lot of it's by choice, but that could be seen as, because somebody darting through the woods at 3 a.m, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know.
Yeah.
So it could be seen as that as well.
But these creatures are supposed to be like, say, 1 to 2 feet in height.
Oh, okay. Well, now that makes a difference.
Yeah. These are like 1 to 2 feet in height creatures that cause chaos. And I think I got another representation of woodcut that you might want to see what they look like, because they live in and around trees.
Are they like elves? Yes. This screams Keebler elf to me right here.
They're
not
more like
elfin.
a brownie.
Okay, I'm not familiar with what that is.
Brownie's a helpful spirit. It's similar to, it's 1 to 2 feet tall. It's a helper spirit. Google brownie later.
Okay.
Mythological / cryptid.
Mythological cryptid.
And you'll understand. And what do I got after the Pukwudgies?
That's it.
All right, folks. What do y'all think about that? Excuse me, I got the hiccups. I'll look at my list and see what state is next for us to do. And we'll continue on our trip of doing 1 state a week per show, plus a bonus episode. Looking forward to our next episode, which is Excuse me, folks. I got to take a drink. Or
I was gonna say, I think he's possessed by Pukwudgie.
Yeah. Our bonus episode that will follow after this will be on Majestic 12. And so watch our next episode, which will be airing
this Saturday. Is it this Saturday?
You want to do it Thursday, or you want to do it after this one?
Whatever you want to do.
Let's do it Thursday.
All right. It's coming out Thursday at a certain time, maybe 4 o'clock on
4
Thursday.
o'clock. 4 o'clock on Thursday. Watch for the episode on Majestic 12. All right. This is Ed and I, Norman, signing off from Pickens, South Carolina. Please be safe. Please be sound. And if you got anything you want to share, reach out and touch us.
All right.